Right, hello again. So this is part 2. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. So I've put my eye openers on. I don't know whether you can see those just there. There's one there. Just put them in the crease of the eye, and what that does is that opens your eyes a little bit. And I've actually put my lashes on now, which I obviously couldn't show you on here because I can't see. I can't even really see what I'm filming. But they are on, and I think they look really nice. I don't know what you think, but I think they look really nice, and they're just tatty lashes. That's all they are. And I don't use all these posh glues. You know, these glues are like these super deluxe eyelash glue that you put on first. All I do is I just use these little tubes, spare tubes that I had from when I used to wear strip lashes, and they just work just as absolutely fine. And I've just put some skincare on. So my skincare, if you want to know about that, is I recently bought this. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Serum because I felt my skin was getting quite dry. Sorry, I'm distracted because I've got a mirror here as well. And so I bought that to put under my moisturiser. My moisturiser that I've used for years has been this Rock Retinol. So I mean, that's good on very fine wrinkles. It's not going to cure wrinkles. If you're very wrinkly, it's not going to work. It's not going to cure sagging like I've got a bit of now. It's not going to do any of that. But it does brighten your complexion and it does work on fine lines. The only thing that's going to work on this and deep wrinkles is a facelift. So it's a good retinol and a facelift, a neck lift, which I'm planning on having when I'm about 60. So it's a couple of years away yet anyway. And then I bought some throat cream as well, some rock throat cream, because I found like my neck was getting very scrabby, you know, like turkey like. So I thought I'd try this. It has made a bit of a difference, nothing major, but it has made it look a little bit improved. And then obviously I put that on top as well because this has got sunscreen and this one hasn't. So that's my skincare if you want to know about it. So I've done all that. I'm just going to clip my fringe out the way. And then, so what I'm going to do first, as I said, I'm going to do a review on the Laura Geller palette and the foundation, which I'll go through with you and then give you a 100% honest review. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm just going to prime my skin because you can't put this foundation straight on top of moisturised skin because it does tend to go a bit patchy and it makes your brushes very gluey. So I found that putting a little bit of primer on helps to adhere that to your face better, and it goes on better as well. And I'm just using the ELF one, ELF one, or whatever you call it, because it's cheap and it does a really good job and it's moisturising. I like it hydrating because obviously I suffer from rosacea and I have done a video on that, so if you want to check that out, it's quite interesting. I've got a few rosacea papules here, which is what I suffer from. I don't suffer from the flushing, I suffer from the papule rosacea. And I've got some here, look, you can see some redness, and I get them down here. So my skin was perfect until I was about, I'd say, in my 30s, and then I had quite a stressful job at the time, and I think that's what brought the rosacea on. Anyway, that's another story. So anyway, so I'm just going to pop a bit of this primer on. I don't use a huge amount because apparently if you use too much it makes it too slidey, so just put a little bit of this in on like that. I will just check my face in the mirror, this mirror, because I can see with this one because it's magnified. A little bit down my neck. You know, there's loads of beauty influencers, makeup artists, all that lot, 10 times better than me. I'm just a normal person applying makeup. I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that. And I'm not trying to sell anything or anything like that. Do excuse me if I keep looking in here because I can actually see better in here. I think I need a little bit more under my eyes. Still feels a little bit, dare I say, greasy. I use these products how I think they are meant to be used. I'm no expert, but anyway, I'm just going to go and rinse my hands, so just bear with me while I pour. Okay, that's better. So one thing I will say about this foundation is this is not a miracle worker. Now, I've seen quite a few videos on YouTube and that saying basically it covers redness, does this, does that. It doesn't. This is a fantastic foundation if you're starting to age. You know, you've got a few creases and that. Because I do find with normal foundations, every foundation that I've tried, liquid foundation, whatever, you always get these sort of creases down here. You know, a few in your corners of your eyes. Up here it goes all creasy. This is very good for that. It doesn't show so bad with this one. But with this, you still need a concealer. You need concealer for this completely because it will not cover spots, redness, dark shadows, none of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my concealer on in this mirror. I'm going to pause it while I do that and then I'll show you. Okay, sorry about that. So my concealer is because I was rummaging in the drawer and I didn't want to waste your time doing that. So the concealer I'm using at the moment is just a number 7-1. I don't know whether you can get this in America or not if you're watching from America. Doubt it that you are, but that's just a number 7-1 and it's called Vanilla. I am actually a warmer complexion, but this works fine. And then I just use an angled brush if I can find it. I've got tons of brushes here. Here? No. Must be somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's just a Bobbi Brown double-ended one. I've used loads of brushes. I always go back to the Bobbi Brown ones because I just think they're just better quality. So I'm going to look in this mirror if that's okay. I don't know why, but my complexion looks quite sallow today. Okay, so I only put it where I really need it. I'm going to turn that round to magnify it to make sure that's okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, I'll just cover my blemishes and stuff. And boy, have I got some blemishes today. A bit better. Around my nose. I was thinking only the other day, it just seems to get harder and harder to put makeup on the older you get for some reason. I don't know why. Failing eyesight probably. And obviously your skin changes so much. You don't realise how different your skin becomes when you get older to when you're in your 20s and 30s. I'm just covering up a few pimples that I've got there. Well, not a few, quite a few actually. You know, as I said earlier, I do suffer from rosacea. And that's just the bane of my life at the moment. It comes and goes in spurts. It's not all the time, but it's mostly there. you don't really get much break from it. You just have to try and live with it and control it as best you can. Anyway, as I've said, I've done a video on that and it's quite interesting. So if you've got rosacea, please take a look at it and tell me what you think. Okay, I think that's done. I think I've covered up most of my splotches. And that's the other thing as well. You get, when you get older, you get sort of splotchy skin. It's weird. I never used to have skin that was all splotchy, but I have now. So anyway, I'm going in with this Laura Geller Baked Foundation, and I think this is Fair. So that's really nice. See? Nice colour to it. But you will see. I'll put it on and then you can give your opinion. So I just go in like this. This is a Laura Geller brush that come with it. Oh, by the way, this was a present from my husband for Christmas, so I had to use it. I won't really want to because I was so used to my other makeup, but I'm actually pleased I did. So you see it's covering very nicely, just with the brush. I mean, looking in there, it looks a lot darker than what it does looking in natural light, but it's not as orangey as it looks on screen. I don't know why that looks orange on screen, but it does, but it's not, I promise you. So I just sort of puff it in, push it into the skin. All over. And what I like about it is, if you do a touch-up, say, I don't know, you missed a pimple or whatever, you can just go straight back over and it doesn't look like you've still got tons of makeup on. So take it down my neck. Okay, yeah, that looks really orange on there, but it's not. I promise, it's not. So, just a bit around my eyes. And that's what I love about this as well. You can put this around your eyes with no problems at all. Doesn't seem to sit in your crinkles like other foundations do. I had to use it anyway because when I looked at the price of it, I nearly died online. That's not something I would ever spend on makeup, so. I'm just going to add a little bit more there down my nose. Right, if I can get a close-up of that for you. I don't know whether you can see. I can't see, but I'm guessing you can see okay. You can see that is a really nice coverage. Once you've done your concealer and covered your pimples and your circles and your black circles and whatever. So I'm going to do my brows. I bought this little thing here. I do put a little bit of brow pencil on the end because my brows have almost disappeared from over plucking in the 80s. And I do dye them occasionally, not very often, but I do dye them. So this is an e.l.f. one and it's in taupe. I found that taupe suits my colouring much better. I used to use a light brown. I always went for the light brown, but I always found it was too dark. But this is a really nice colour. Anyway, so what I do is I just put a little bit on the ends like that. Just to fill in because I've got absolutely no hair at all there. And this one, the same. I'm no good at brows. As you may have seen in previous videos, I'm not very good at brows at all. So, that's that. And then what I do is, I got my e.l.f. Mascara. Brow stuff, whatever that is, and then brown mascara, and then I just go through my brow like that. Put on the top, maybe a little bit more there. Okay, and this one, do the same this side. Try to keep it as natural as possible. So so I don't look like a circus freak when I go out in daylight. Okay, that'll do, I think. Look alright. Not too much. Very natural. Down there. Okay, so the other thing I recently bought a load of e.l.f. cosmetics because I've been watching a load of videos online, and they are quite good. Majority that I bought are very, very good cosmetics, very good, and almost equal to high-end stuff. So if you're thinking about buying some stuff, do buy it. So the other thing I use is this. This is my e.l.f. I can't read this. It says just a stay put stick eyeshadow, but I'm going to put on before that is some Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I wouldn't generally buy this because it's quite expensive. I am actually waiting to use it up so I can try the e.l.f. one, see if that's any better. But this is very, very good. I have to say it is very good. I put a tiny little bit on my fingers and then I just pat it along my eyelid like that. And then what I do is, maybe a little bit underneath. So just wait, give it a couple of seconds for that to dry, and then I'll just go back in with my e.l.f. my Laura Geller foundation, just to set it. See what I mean? You can go back in with this and it doesn't look over-made. You still don't look over-made up with it. Lovely. That I would give 100%. So, now there are eyeshadows in here. You can see it's a lovely palette. So you've got your bronzer, your blusher, your very shiny highlighter, your sort of matte highlighter, which is lovely. Then you've got another highlighter here, then a taupe, and then a brown. My honest opinion, this is very good, the bronzer. The matte highlighter is very good. This is very shimmery, and should be used very sparingly. This, I would say as well, is very shimmery. The blush, it looks okay, but it's highly pigmented. And you will see when I put it on, you have to be very careful when you apply this because you can really look like Coco the Clown if you put too much of this on. And then the eyeshadows, I'll show you them on anyway. I'll do some of the eyeshadows. So I'll do the taupe one. I'll put that all over my lid. I'm just going to use this mirror. So this is the taupe one, you can see. There's hardly any colour there at all. And I've heard this said about this a lot, that you know, it's really hard to get the colour off. I mean, it's there. I can see it just about. I don't think you will be able to, but I can just see it. And see, you can hardly see that at all. And I've heard this said many times, you have to really press on it to get it out. So we'll use the darker shade in the crease when I find the appropriate brush. Bloody brushes drive me nuts. So we're going to go in for this colour now. So we've been to that. You can hardly see it though. And then we're going to go use this one. I'm going to put this in the crease. Now you can see that's hardly noticeable. All very natural colours. I'll try to keep that one clear. That one looks like it's got a bit more on it than that one. Yeah. Okay, that's better. A little bit under the eye. Under there. Okay, a little bit more on that one. This one looks like it's got a little bit more. Does that look even? I think so. That's even now, I think. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'll show you the highlighters. So we've got the matte highlighter, this one, which I like quite a lot. So I'm just going to run that down the bridge of my nose there. And then I put a little bit on my brow bone there. That one, not too much. You can see that's that. And I will use that again in a minute. I'll show you where. So, eyeliner, I do wear eyeliner. And I find this one is lovely. This is by Urban Decay again. It's called Mushroom and it's very soft eyeliner, but not only that, it's a nice colour. You'll see it's not too harsh when I put it on, so I don't put it all the way over the eye. Look down, and then I just put it in there like that. And this one, not too far over. And then I just try to wing it. I'm no good at wings. I'm really not. But I'll give it a go just for you. And that's one. That's two. Not too much. I don't want to look like Cleopatra because I'm too old now. I remember when I was young I used to wear, you know, the eyeliner right up here. Anyway, so I'm just going to soften that with a bit of eyeshadow. You don't want it too harsh. You don't want heavy lines when you get older because that just looks bloody awful. Sorry, I've got my cats going mad in the background. So, now for the blush. Now I'm going to show you. Oh, contour first. Oh, contour. So I've got this. This is one from Amazon. It's called... Hang on, let me get my glasses and I can tell you. Ulac, O-U-L-A-C. They've got a warm one and a cool one. This is a warm one. This is nice because it's easy to apply and it doesn't go on really heavy. What I might do is, before I do that, I'm just going to put a bit more of that foundation on my cheek here. So, go in with a blush. Now you will see how pigmented this is. Oh, no. Contour first. Silly cow. So I put a little bit there, a little bit there. And then I saw this trick the other day that this girl did. So she went down to get a nicer, sharper line. She went from her ear lobe and she went straight down like that. And she went straight down like that. And then she went along like that, and along like that. And that one's got to come up a bit to help me jowl. Yeah. There you go. So she went like that. And I thought that looked lovely. I'll show you it. Oh, bit on my nose, because I've got a bit of a hook nose. So like that, just to darken that tip, just to... Okay, so brush this contour so go up. That's what everyone tells me to do. Go up with a contour. This is a really nice contour because it's very handy, you know, in a stick and stuff. It's very nice. Okay, and then I'm going to just blend this in. See, that just gives you a really nice really nice jawline. So, bit of mascara. I use a Clinique one, waterproof, always waterproof. I'm going to look in this mirror, I hope you don't mind, so I can actually see what I'm doing. So, a 2 coats of this on my lashes. Not too much. And this one. God, when I think about all the makeup I used to wear in the 1980s, Jesus, and nothing good to compared to today. And I'm sure most people my age would say the same. We used to wear a lot of makeup back in the days. And harsh, very harsh lines and stuff. I'm just gonna put some on my bottom lashes. Not many people put mascara on their bottom lashes now. I just think it finishes your eyes nice, I think. I personally think that anyway. Well, lots of people would disagree with me. Okay, got a bit of mascara there. Okay, so done my eyes. So now I'm going to show you this blush. I'll show you how pigmented it is. Right, so I'm dabbing it in like that. Blow it. Pat it on the back of my hand. And then I'll apply it and you will see. Look at that. Now you can see what I did. So I patted it, blew it, patted it on the back of my hand, applied, and even after all that you can see how pigmented that is. That is very pigmented. And now do you see what I mean when I say to you, you have to be very careful with this because you can look like Coco the Clown. That's exactly what I look like. So I'm just going to try and rub some of this off. But I needed to show you it as it really is. So the rest of the palette is quite nice, but I think that is very highly pigmented, too pigmented. Should have just been taken down a tone, I think. So with this stuff, the very shimmery one, I put that just on the Cupid's bow of my lip, and then the other one, that one, I just put a dab. I need this mirror, just in the corners of my eyes, which someone said I should be doing. It makes your eyes stand out better, I think, apparently. I'll try anything new me. Oh. Put my mascara on my bottom lashes, because it's never enough. Okay, and now lip liner. Now I used to use an Urban Decay one, but they're just so expensive. Why is makeup so expensive and it all does the same thing? So I bought this one, this ELF one, ELF one, or whatever you bloody call it. It's called Baddest Beige. And you will see when I put that on, that's a really nice colour. So I watched a video on how to put this on because I'm crap at putting lip liners on, even after years of using them. So I'm going to go in this mirror again. Okay, I go right into the corner. Bottom. And the top, the girl said put your hand like that and tilt the pencil so it's not like that. It should be tilted like that when you put it on. So do my Cupid's bow first. Don't know whether you can see that. Turn that round. Maybe you can see this. So I just go down, down, get the Cupid's bow in, and I go one, Okay, don't know if that looks too bad at all. Does it look alright? Yeah, not too bad at all. So that's a nice natural colour as well, which I love about that. Now I've just got to fill in that little bit down there so it doesn't look too harsh. I'm just going to drag that into the bit. And then, sorry about that. And this is another e.l.f. product. This is sort of like a lip gloss, and it's called Pinkies Up, but it's more like a beigey colour. It's really nice. I mean, it matches the lip liner absolutely perfect. So it's called, what's it called again? Pinkies Up. Okay. You'll see when I put it on. So don't put it all over my lip. All I've done is followed my lip line, and then I do that, and that's done, and that is my makeup for the day. So if you've enjoyed that, please give me a like. I'm not begging, but please do. And it's been lovely doing that for you. I hope you get some inspiration for this Laura Geller stuff. You know, the foundation, I would say, is absolutely beautiful. So if you're going to buy it, buy it. It's a little bit pricey. I think it's about £28 in the UK. So the palette itself is about nearly 60 quid. So, but the palette, I would say, works no better than anything else. Anyway, my lovelies, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.